Welcome back, everybody, to Kerrigan and Company. So good to have you with us. And, of course, keeping me company today is Sue Tabb from Morning Magic, and it's great to have Sue. She's also the author of a new book, Waking Oz. We've talked about that a bit, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more when we get ready to wrap things up. So, Sue, obviously, we here in the city are in the middle of this crazy Celtics mania.
Yes.
It's so fun, isn't it?
It's so fun, and I love the merch more than I love anything. Anything that has any of our Celtics, any of our teams on it is so fun to wear.
Well, you know, and it's great to have merch, but it's even better to have this kind of merch, which is very special. And we are very excited to have clothing designer with us, Mel the Clothing. Her name is Melissa Stern, and she is our guest today. And it's great to see you.
Great to be on here. Thank you guys for having me. It's a thrill. I keep watching all your episodes. It makes me nervous. I'm like, you have some big people on.
Well, now we've got a big designer on, so we're thrilled to have you.
Thank you.
And you look terrific in your Celtics screen. Look at you.
This is the best.
I know.
I love that.
Thank you. This is kind of understated for me because sometimes I'll do the full Kelly green, but this is more, quiet luxury.
There you go. Quiet luxury. I love that. Mel, let's talk a little bit. You brought some items and we're going to show those and talk to everybody about it. But let's just talk about you for a second and how this all got started.
Yeah. I mean, I've always gone to the beat of my own drum and kind of worn colorful things. And I thought maybe I'd have a boutique down the line. I don't know that I ever thought I'd have a fashion line, but I'm a diehard Boston sports fan, and I could never find things that really spoke to me. Anytime anyone came out with something with a little bling, I would try to buy it if it didn't sell out already. So I started toying with the idea of making clothes, but I'm like, I don't know. It's really not something I had ever really thought of. I didn't go to design school. And then I went to an event and wore something I pieced together, and a lot of women asked where I bought it. And I'm like, you know what? Life is short. I love it. And I've not looked back since. I did a sequin-inspired Red Sox jersey, and then I did a Patriots one. And in the beginning, it hasn't been easy, but lately a lot of cool things have happened, and yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but exciting.
So everything you make has a little bling. Is that sort of your signature thing?
That's my thing. I will do orders for people that are not fully. I want people to articulate themselves through clothes. And sometimes I'll try to push someone into the direction, like a little glitter won't hurt you. But yeah, personally, I mean, to me, the more sparkles, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you started with this, as you said, a great Red Sox jersey, which was so cool, by the way. I've seen those, and that is so great.
I appreciate that.
And then went on, obviously to do Patriots stuff, and now Celtics and Bruins. But you do things outside of this marketplace now.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting how people have seen me in Boston and then asked for products outside of Boston. It's like Cincinnati. I've connected with a lot of people randomly. The coach of the Bengals' wife ordered stuff, and Cincinnati's such a big, small town, too, like Boston. So everyone, the Bengals are everything. So then I have done a lot in Cincinnati. And then, just other places and people outside of the city, which, I mean, that's the dream, to be everywhere. So not
absolutely,
just Boston, even though this is my home.
Sure.
And do you design every piece yourself?
I do, yes.
You do?
It's like, I love the design and creative process. That's like where I thrive. Other aspects, I definitely use people's help, but the creative process is just my thing. So.
Yeah, and Mel, how have you worked with the teams? Because obviously there's licensing associated with this. So it was one of the crazy, but that's one of the things I thought of immediately.
Yeah, so that's been something like throughout the journey that always has been a dream to get licensing. And the really awesome thing that happened in the last 6 months or so is I've been able to use the Celtics and Bruins logos with the Pro Shop. It's like a local, business female entrepreneur. They have the ability. So it's been super cool. Like before that, I would never have been able to use the logo.
Right.
And so that's been awesome. Occasionally, if a team asks me to do something or a person, then you can use it. But, it's definitely been something over the years that's been, gives me, I stay up at night I don't want to, violate any infringement. So it's been so awesome to be I can use it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and it's just speaks volumes about being a woman and being involved in this kind of thing, which is really fantastic for you. That's really great.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten any celebrities to wear your stuff?
Yeah, I love it. I just am such a pop culture sports fan. And so anytime like an athlete or a person associated with the athlete's family wears my stuff, I did stuff for Tom Brady's family last year for the Hall of Fame induction. Nikki Glaser recently, and it's just, it's just really cool. It's like I'm just such a fan, and so it's exciting.
To see them wearing your designs must be really satisfying.
I love it, I just am like, oh my God, I don't know how this happened, but it's great.
Have your people reached out to Taylor Swift? I feel like this is someone that has a connection to a team somewhere.
Oh my God, that's like the one that I've different ways. I'm like, this is like a puzzle that I'm going to crack. I've gotten close, but not her. So that would be the ultimate.
I know. Well, we'll all push for that. We've got to get Taylor's attention,
so much. If
right?
anyone knows anybody.
I know.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. We're going to show some of the pieces that you've brought. Yeah. So I'm going to hold this up, and absolutely adorable.
Oh, thank you so much.
Now, do you make? This is obviously a Celtics hat, which that's what we're all talking about right now. But this trucker Celtics hat. Yeah. Could you get that as a Bruins fan or something else?
Yes. So I've done the same style hat with the Bruins logo in gold. So it's the sequin hat, and then the design is in rhinestones. So it's the max of bling
Look at this. Even the underneath of the bill.
Yeah.
So for people who are listening and not watching, this is a black hat, and it's a trucker hat, and the front of it is all black sequins through the bill with the logo, with the Celtics logo on it. It's just really awesome. Oh, you look adorable.
You look fabulous.
And,
so cute.
Yeah, and Sue's got it on. She looks fantastic. That's fantastic. You make bags.
I do, yes.
As in and purses bags
purses,
is what I'm saying. So for those of you who are listening and not watching, this is a fabulous metal. It looks like a basketball, but it's completely blinged out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's supposed to look just like, a regular basketball, but all bling. And then I've been doing different color combinations, so the gold and green and then the pink and green. I was like thinking, well, maybe it's Boston, but the pink is really, people are like, oh my God.
Yeah, the pink's cute.
Oh, thanks. So, it kind of has the Wicked colors, but
it does.
Yeah, but it's like I have fun with the different color combos, and I have a couple other variations, and people just seem to have fun with it.
And this opens?
It opens, yeah. You're not going to fit your cell phone in it, but you can fit a lip gloss.
Listen, if I can get my lipstick in there, I'm a happy girl.
That's good enough.
And finally, I just want to hold this up for everybody. Look at I want to tell you, Mel, the quality is really great.
Yeah, it really is.
It's really great.
Oh, I appreciate that. It's been, over the years, I've been perfecting it because sequins it's not cotton. So, people are living their lives, and but I've been happy, I've really evolved, and I make sure I don't want any sequins going anywhere. So
you can tell that they're not going anywhere, which is great.
Thank you.
So what I'm holding up for those of you who are listening is an absolutely fabulous black, fully sequined shirt, kind of t-shirt style, and then on the front of it is the Celtics logo in green and white, which is just so great, and then you can see yourself coming. That is for sure. Which is okay for me. I have to tell you.
Yeah.
Now let's get a sense of what this costs.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and where do you have this done? I mean, I'm assuming you're not sewing every one of those sequins on that shirt.
No, sometimes I'll make a prototype by hand, but it would be impossible for me to do everything. So I manufacture some things in the U.S. and some things overseas. Ideally, it would be all here, so maybe soon. But and then I get stuff pretty quickly, so it's not like, I know it's the Celtics playoffs, so I'm like, I have to be able to
turn things around.
6 months. So I'm going to have a green version of that shirt coming out the end of this week. So
super.
Yeah, so hopefully they go far.
So what does that shirt cost me?
That's $120.
Okay.
Yep. And I try to, it's sequins, and it's not like something that, costs to produce, but I want to be accessible, you can buy a jersey for more money, so I've gotten feedback to raise the prices, but for now I think I want to be the,
you don't want it to be prohibitive. Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So tell me, you talked about you've been doing this for a long time. How long have you been doing this?
It's been about 6.5 years.
Okay.
So it feels sometimes like I've just gotten started, and other times like, oh my God, when I look back at pictures, I'm like, I've done a lot of random stuff.
What has surprised you most about being in business for yourself over the past 6 years? And
that's a good question. I think I think anything goes really. Like, I'm just kind of making decisions as I go, and some of them have been good, some of them not, but it's led me down different paths, and I think it's just exciting. Like, every day is different. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't feel like people are like, you work so hard, and I'm like, but I also feel like it's just so fun. Like, I don't know.
You're obviously doing something you're passionate about, and so it doesn't feel like
for the
work.
most part.
Yeah.
Have you been able to add staff, Mel?
I have an intern now that has been really helpful. I don't even like to say that, like, I have an intern. That sounds like, but she's really helped me with a lot of the projects and has been invaluable. And I have now partnered with a woman that's helping me a lot, Lori Boak. And so, I'm hoping this will help me take my business to the next level.
Yeah, which is really terrific.
Yeah.
And what is the next level?
I would love to be in more pro shops, eventually get licensing, and not just sports. There's so many verticals where people are supporting their passions, so like concerts and all sorts of other things. And, in Boston, we think of the Red Sox and Celtics and Bruins and Patriots, but like there are so many other, PGA golf and places that I think are under tap for fabulous sparkly clothes. Yeah.
Well, I want to congratulate you because Boston Business Women's Network awarded you with the 2025 Best Clothing Design.
Oh, thank you.
Which is really fantastic.
Oh, that was really awesome. It's such a wonderful network. I love them, and I've met so many people through them. So it was such an honor to get that, to win that. And
I hope that's been helpful for you too, that network, right?
Oh,
it's very smart. Get involved with them.
So wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, I love Christina, who's the founder, and it's just it's like really positive people, and no one's competing everyone's in different spaces, so everyone wants to help each other grow, and everyone, like, the rising tide lifts all boats. Not easy, but
no, it's true.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
And it really is.
Well, it's beautiful work. I can't say enough about the quality of each and every one of these pieces. They're beautiful. Right now, if you are interested in a piece, first off, you're going to have to wait for a little bit because they have to restock, I know, over at the Pro Shop here at the TD Garden because people have been going nuts for it. And obviously, this is Celtics Mania in Boston. But people can find it there.
Yes.
Where do you find items like the purses and that kind of thing?
So the purses I'm restocking at the Pro Shop.
Okay,
and
great.
they're also, so they're at the downstairs Pro Shop by North Station right here. And then also there's a newer Pro Shop on the 5th floor, and it has some exclusive merchandise. And so I have the purses up there, and that's the club level. So that's really cool.
Great.
Yeah.
What about online? Can people buy things online as well?
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff, not the licensed products, but a lot of the stuff I have listed on my website, and then, people can buy it that way, and then.
And you do custom stuff too, don't you?
I do custom orders, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so fun. I know I was reading, I know you're doing a lot of bridal and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do a lot of bachelorette and bridal parties, and it's really fun. So
super.
Yeah.
Mel the Clothing, that's where you will find more information. All you have to do is just Google her, and you're going to see all kinds of pictures of the wonderful stuff. It's really great.
Thank you so much.
And you are such an inspiration. You're a woman who said, you know what, this is my passion, and life is short, and we all need to do that. There's no two ways about that. Very much like your book, ma'am.
It's like my book.
It is.
We talk about everybody finding their unique version of Oz, and you found yours.
Oh, I love that.
You certainly did.
That's amazing.
Congratulations. Congratulations on your award and continued success.
Thank you both so much. It's
so glad that you could come in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. When we come back, we've been talking about the Celtics, and obviously Celtics Mania is sweeping Boston. Well, we're going to get an expert view of the team itself, and we're going to talk more about what we can anticipate in this playoff run when we come back here on Kerrigan and Company.